Hi guys, this is Nils. Welcome to my home studio. Welcome to my world. How are you guys doing out there? I'm gonna jam a few songs for you tonight and welcome you to my little Nils Live from Home show. I do this every Saturday. Bring you some music since we cannot go out. Hey, St. Louis in the house. I like that. You guys joining in. Hi, Cly. I miss you so much. Oh man. Let's just jam a little bit till everybody gets here. What do you say? People from all over the place. Canada, welcome. Michigan, Florida, welcome. My phone today keeps tripping me up. Hey guys, even with all these little technical glitches, that's just nature of the beast. I'm trying to work out stuff. I'm actually trying to get some guys in here to help me improve my internet. But hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys are doing great. Considering the current circumstances, all of us are, at least here in California, we're all hunkered down still. I know in some areas of the country they're trying to open up. Just please be careful when you do. It doesn't mean that virus isn't around or is less deadly or anything like that. Yes, I can wait to come back out on the road, but it might be a while. Realistically, I'm hopeful that we get some shows together next year. That's just my honest opinion here. In the meantime, we're doing this, so I'm trying to improve my skills on doing shows from here. Actually, next Saturday, I'm going to broadcast a different type of show. And this is going to be with my buddy Johnny Britt. Johnny got invited, and he invited me along actually to do a. It's kind of like a TV show, internet TV show. We interview and some songs with a band. It's going to be no audience but a full band. So we're going to do a few songs next Saturday, and I'm just going to stream that into my Facebook Live. So keep posted. I keep you posted. The time might be slightly different. So I'll let you know about that. It gives me opportunity to go through some songs that I haven't played in a while, and I was digging through some stuff, and I came across this track. It's called After the Storm, and who knows what record that is on? Anybody? After the Storm was actually the bonus track added on my best of CD. The CD is called Jazz Jams, the Best of Nils, which was 15 top 20 hits, all top 20 Billboard hits that I had, and one new track. And this track, I think it's a smoking track. It's called After the Storm, so check it out. It goes like this. ended there quicker than I thought it would have. So this track was called After the Storm. It was the bonus track for my Best Of record. Of his second, God, yes. I'm hoping to come back to Yoshis. I hope to come back to do all these kind of gigs. I had a big tour planned this year, and you know, everything went under. We stay home, be safe. That's the thing. In the meantime, I just want to share this real quick. I'm doing these shows here for free, but if you have the means and want to throw me a tip, go to supportnils.com, and there's like links to Venmo or Cash or PayPal or whatever works for you guys, and I'd appreciate it. I know a lot of you guys are hurting themselves, so you know, don't feel bad. We're all in the same boat, and you know, we just got to support each other with whatever we can to get through this. You know, it's going to be a while. We're going to find a new normal. We're going to find, well, normal in parentheses. I don't know what's normal anymore. But life goes on, right? As I was looking for my stuff, I dug out my old Blue Planet record. And there's one song on there that was actually the first smooth jazz song I ever recorded. I wrote it while I was at guitar school in Hollywood, and a great guitar player was a teacher of mine, Frank Gambale. He showed me this chord substitution for this 251 in A minor. He would say, "Let's try this," and it's great voice leading, and I heard the melody in there, and I just kept going. Yeah, it is Cruisin', of course. We re-released the song also on my Pacific Coast Highway record. It has some incredible players on it. Ronnie Foster's playing the Rhodes. Saida Garrett and Sean Timur are doing the vocals. Their background vocals on there, skating along. It was, and I think, I forgot, I think it was Abel Boreal on the bass. So it was just that first album of mine, I was the only unknown person on the record. But I dug it out, and I haven't played this song in probably 15, 20 years. No, I'm lying. It was 10 years maybe. But it goes like this. I mean, I hope you guys enjoy this. Hey, Chris Standring in the house. Hey, buddy, how are you doing? That's Saito there in the background doing the vocal pops. That was some chord. Man, I remember this song, that was before computers. We recorded that on 2-inch tape, and these background vocals, we had to mix them down. There was 24 tracks of vocals. We mixed them down to a stereo tape, the master tape, and then bounced it back into the that was old studio techniques with two machines starting at the same time, so we had to try several times till they're perfectly in the pocket. These days with computers, all this stuff is very different, a lot easier on that stuff. But those were great sessions. That was my first big production, actually. And I think the song, it was recorded in the 90s, in the early 90s. And I was working at a recording studio, kind of learning how to engineer, how to record and all that kind of stuff, and got to use the downtime, the studio downtime, to experiment with my own stuff, and that's how I recorded my very first record. From that very first record to a fairly new one, and I'm gonna spend some time on this next record. In the future, we're going to go deep into it. The record I'm talking about is Alley Cat. Alley Cat is a record that came out after the Best Of album. And since the Best Of album, I didn't have to record more than one song. I had a lot of time to write songs. And I started writing for other artists and such. So I was constantly writing. I think Alley Cat has so many radio songs on it, it's almost a waste, because we only ran 2 singles to radio, but there's so much more on it. So I'm gonna dig into the record and show you some of the tracks that you might not have heard on the radio. By the way, I'm also on Spotify. I'm new to Spotify. If you guys using it, please follow me there as well. We just talked about that, and of course I got a YouTube channel, Nils Guitar. Everything is Nils Guitar. Nils Guitar is a website. Nils Guitar is my Facebook and my YouTube channel. Let me bring this up just a little bit so you guys can see this. There we go. That's my camera technique while I'm playing, right? Where's my wine? Right here. Hi, Cly. Cheers, everybody. Let's take, it's the weekend. I just found out that, I figured this out. I know now when the weekend is because I'm doing this show Saturday night. Otherwise, I had no idea. I would love to come back to Milwaukee, man. And I want to travel. I want to go out. And I hope that we can find something to beat this down and we can go out. you know, and just play again, you know. Some good red wine, always good for a Saturday night. Also, I forgot the gentleman's name. You asked for Saturday Night as a song, which is also on the Alley Cat CD. I have to create backing tracks for it. That's why I haven't played it yet. So it takes a while to do this. It's not, I don't have backing tracks for everything. So if I haven't played it yet, I'm not forgetting about it. It's just haven't gotten to it. But I want to play the title track of the album, Alley Cat, song called Alley Cat. Yes, I do have a guitar course too called How to Make Your Guitar Talk. And you can find some online lessons. You can always go to my website to find out some more about all the books I have out. I got jam tracks and all that kind of stuff out. Okay. Let's check out Alley Cat. What do you think? It's kind of like a bluesy song. Live, we do a whole nother ending with that. Of course, I don't have that on here. So yeah, that was Alley Cat. That was the title track of my Alley Cat album. I hope you guys dug that. It's a fun track to play for me. I have, There was a couple of questions that popped up while I was playing. I didn't want to blab through my playing because I'm also talking to you guys, having conversation and playing at the same time can also produce confusion and some weird notes. Now, we were. What was the question? One was interesting. I have to look it back up. I'm gonna answer you guys once I see the comments again that were gone. Well, my hair looks great. Oh well, thank you very much. I'm spotting a Corona haircut like everybody else. You know, we're gonna have really to look out for hairdressers because they are totally out of business. But hey, we do what we can, right? I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are bunkered in. You know, I wish everybody in the family to stay healthy and not catch this thing. It can really bad. I don't know where the camera. It has to do with the internet. I think camera looks fine here. I'm seeing it here in the room on a monitor, and it looks fine. So if it doesn't transmit right, I'm trying to see if I maybe can hook up my camera to a Ethernet cable or something for next time. So we're working out these things. I'm learning more and more about all this stuff as I go along. In the meantime, we just got to do with what we have, right? But mainly, I want to, of course, talk about the new record. And I forgot to bring one out here. You know, the new album is called Caught in the Groove. Caught in the Groove is my latest, release. It came out maybe a month ago. Currently, the title track, which was the very first song that I played on this show, is number 1 on smoothjazz.com, which I'm very proud of. And we're probably going to show up in the Billboard charts about next week or so. We got a couple nice ads. And but there are some deep tracks on this. This song I'm going to play for you is called When I Think of You, because it's just what it makes me feel. I kind of find these titles after the fact. I'm write a song and then what does it make me feel like? So I was thinking of my wife, who I love, and wanted to, and that's what the song makes me feel like. So let's see if you guys can relate and can dig, and there's a very cool vibe to it. Jeff Ryan online. How you doing, Jeff? Great sax player. You guys check him out if you haven't heard of him. And she's so lovely that she brought in a CD while I was playing. So this is the new album. This is what it looks like. If you don't have it, please pick it up. Get yourself a download. It's another way you can kind of support us, guys. Get some records. You can either go to support Nils, and I appreciate if you have the means and can give me a tip on that. There's a couple different ways you can do it: PayPal, Venmo, all this stuff. Or you can just go to nilsmusic.com and pick up a CD or get a download that goes to me directly, and I ship them out directly to you guys if you want a hard copy. So one funny thing about the song, it is that that song actually was a bridge. The song I just played, When I Think of You, was the bridge to Outta Sight. Outta Sight is another song on the record, but I thought the hook, the melody, was too strong for a bridge. It was just too good. I said, I got to do a whole song out of that. And so I made it its own song, wrote a different bridge for Outta Sight, but that song wasn't Outta Sight before. You hear some of the similar elements, a couple of the percussion elements are the same. Remind you that I'm going to play Outta Sight for you guys, so maybe you can check it out. It's very different song. It's a different bridge. Oh, just gonna have fun with these. Oh man, thank you guys so much. Just a couple more things what I want to talk to you about, what I'm up to. Trying to keep myself busy. I got a couple production things in the work. Actually, a really fun project. I'm working with an artist, Eileen Arten. And if you haven't heard her, you got to check her out. She's an absolute unbelievable singer. But that music is more rock and roll. She's kind of, I would categorize her somewhere between Melissa Etheridge, Pat Benatar, Stevie Nicks, somewhere down that line. But she has her own sound, of course, which is what we're working on right now. And it's, if you want to hear me play rock and roll, then stay tuned for that record. That's gonna finish it over the course of the next few months, and then see where that leads us. I'm also working on a couple educational video series that are going to release over the next weeks, partly for guitar players, other musicians. If you guys want to know how I run my show live, incorporating Logic in the show. So I'm putting stuff together about that. I've been writing. I write a few songs, have some artists who ask me for songs, so I've been back in the mode for that. I'm also I have that long abandoned acoustic album that started pulling out, maybe mixing and updating. So we keep ourselves busy. We're doing stuff around the house that I put on hold because I'm always in the studio, but now I have no excuse. Now I gotta put stuff. Believe it or not, I still haven't taken down my Christmas light. By now it's probably, I gotta look at the calendar. It's probably not worth it. I'll probably just leave them up there and save myself the aggravation of taking them down and putting them back up. But it's a weird new time. We're learning new skills, and if I take, always trying to look at the positive things that we can get. And if I look at what is positive in this, is that we kind of figured out and get our skills together, communicating directly like this. I like that you guys can basically respond to me and we can talk. We have more time than it is maybe at a live concert. So if you have any questions, I'm always open. You can also email me stuff. I don't know if my lights are holding up summer, but maybe. Plus, if we can hold off summer a little bit in California, that will save us on the electricity bill, and God knows we need to save on our bills these days, don't we? Hey, I'm happy. I'm lucky in the way that I have a studio that I can work at. not everybody has that. So I'm probably one of the lucky ones. And so working at home, I always worked part of home. The only thing that really fell through for me is all the live work, and I really miss it. I miss my band. I miss going out and meeting you guys in person. So this is kind of like a new thing that kind of enables me at least to substitute it for a little while. And thank you guys for tuning in, and please keep tuning in. I'm going to keep this thing up. I'm going to play every week, one way or the other. And we're going to get better at this. I hope to conquer all the technical little glitches and problems that I encounter, and get more solid with all this and get the stuff to look and sound right. So it's going to be a party in your living room. And the time is 6 o'clock on Saturday. It's a Nils party, and I hope you guys tune in. As I said, next week it's going to be slightly different. I'm going to be out with my buddy Johnny Britt, and we're going to taping a TV show, and that's also going to stream on my Facebook Live. So the time might be slightly different. I will let you know. So check back in, and I will post it on my site, of course, once I have the actual details on it. Okay, I love you guys. I'll jam one more song. What do you say? What do I have lined up? Oh yeah, Finally Here. I gotta practice the new record. So once practicing, right? So this one is called Finally Here. It's also from the new album. Pick up a copy. Get yourself a download. Actually, if you're joining the mailing list at nilsguitar.com, you get a discount. You can download the record for $7 or something. So it's really not a lot, but I appreciate if you guys do and get a copy. See, I'm trying to get the fancy. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love all you guys from all over the places. I got so many different places, from Brazil, from Europe, from some night owls from Europe were actually watching this, yes. And from all over the country. Please check back every Saturday. Tell some friends. Follow me on Facebook. That's Nils Guitar on Facebook. If you have the means, go to support Nils and throw me a tip if you like. If you're hurting yourself, by no means, don't feel bad. It's not about that, you know. It helps me to keep things going, but I don't want to take food away from your family. And check out the new CD. It's out. It's out. You can get it on anywhere you can get CDs. The CD is available on my website, Nils Music. I'm just having fun jamming, guys. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Stay tuned. As I said, next week is a little special show, but I'm here every Saturday. You get a new Nils show, okay? And I'll see you then. You guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I love you. Thanks for checking in.